of the last few days have been rough for me, I'm not gonna lie. I've been debating on whether or not to make a video, post a video about this. But then I posted a video on TikTok today and I got a whole bunch of negative feedback about how I am not taking care of my daughter and it seems like she's losing weight. One person even said that I don't know, I guess my channel came up on their timeline and as soon as they saw it, they knew that it was going to be a problem, I guess because of a man taking care of a child. And so it freaking warped my mind. So I decided to make this video, the video that I was going to make 2 days ago that I didn't make because it has to do with this topic. Excuse me, I'm speaking low because my daughter's sleeping and she's been waking up a lot lately, which also has to do with the video. So the video is postpartum depression. Does it happen to men? Funny thing happened at the end of while I was in the hospital, probably one of the last days. The nurse said to me, make sure you check up on yourself and take care of yourself because postpartum depression in women and men is real too. And I kind of laughed because I didn't think that it was true or I didn't understand it. I'm a therapist. That's what I do for a living. And I know the symptoms, or I've studied the symptoms. I deal with depression myself, so I know what depression feels like. But I didn't think that it would happen to me because I'm a man and men don't go through postpartum depression. That sounded weird. Well, I did, or I'm still going through it. It's hard to explain, but when times get rough, times get rough. Destiny, I know you're going to see this one day and, understand that it's just a phase. I know it's just a phase. I'm not giving up on you. I love you still. But my purpose is to hopefully help somebody else. And I don't think many people talk about postpartum depression for men. So I'm not saying that I'm here like stereotypically thinking about driving me and my kid off a bridge or anything like that, but there are moments where I feel sad. There are moments where I feel alone. There are moments where I feel like I'm not a good parent, which goes back to the reference of the TikTok video that I made and people criticizing me on the video. It triggered in my head the idea that I'm not a good parent, that I don't know what I'm doing. And once you start having those thoughts in your head, as you can see as I'm talking and making this video, the thoughts are going through my head. It makes you doubt yourself, it makes you question yourself, and it makes you feel depressed. On top of that, while you're going through that, your daughter's screaming. Part of this 5-week update video is, I don't know if this is going to be for every kid, but my daughter has started screaming louder and louder every night. And she's also spitting up more. In the process of talking to the doctor, I spoke to a couple of my friends and I think it might be the formula. I'm going to speak to the doctor tomorrow. But part of the change that I've had in the last 5 weeks is more spitting up, definitely more motor activity. Her eyes are beautiful, of course, because I'm her dad, but she focuses pretty well. You can see in some of the videos. She will move her eyes back and forth, but it has to be trained. It's something that I teach her to do. She doesn't like being on her belly longer than a couple minutes, but she does it. And when she's on it, she will spin her head back and forth at least 2 times. I want to say 2 or 3 times. So I know she's doing good with development. I feel like she is. But then those moments creep in. And they especially creep in when she's crying and you feel like there's nothing you can do to stop her from crying. And I don't know if anybody else, if this is a normal experience. So it gets depressing and it gets in your head and it gets you kind of messed up and it gets you having weird thoughts and dark thoughts and yeah. So I guess, I don't know. Am I depressed or is it postpartum depression? I don't know. The other factor is, I wake up every day and I kind of do the same thing. I don't speak to, or I go out, not often. I didn't go out before often. I try to take her out to experience outside, whether we just walk to the mailbox But it's just me and her all day long. And again, I love my daughter. Don't get me wrong, I love my daughter. But all day long, the screaming, the consistent, the feeding, it's the same pattern all day long. And there's no interaction with other people. So it feels kind of lonely. I don't know. I debate whether I should even post this video because I think people are going to judge me. I don't. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. I think I'm doing my best. I really do. I don't think there's nothing physically wrong with her. I don't know, which makes me wonder. Do men have postpartum depression? And I'm starting to think that they do. A lot of my resources are not. I live in Florida. A lot of my resources, none of my resources are in Florida. Well, I have one resource, I should say. My father's in Florida and my friend is in Florida. But my main people, my mom, Destiny's uncle, my best friend, his friends, a bunch of other friends I have were all in Jersey because I used to live in Jersey. So I know that if I was to be in Jersey right now, it would be a lot easier for me, but I can't because several reasons. One being money, two being, I guess that being number two, and one being it's flu season and I don't want to get her sick. She hasn't had any shots. She hasn't had breast milk, so her immunity is not 100%. Doctor basically said to me, if you feel like you need help, like put yourself before her, pretty much. Like if you think you can't handle it and you need help from your family or your friends, then go to Jersey. It's worth it. But if you think you can push through another month until she gets her shots, then push through another month. And I don't want to see her sick, so I decided to push through another month. I kind of feel like I'm rambling. But yeah, this is what's going on. I was triggered. I have consistent thoughts of if I'm doing the wrong thing. The crying is you don't like to see your daughter crying, especially when you don't know how to stop it. The other flip side of it is stopping it sometimes involves cradling and holding her, and which is great. But again, I'm a therapist and I have this idea of maybe that's my problem of how I wanted to raise my child. I don't want my child, maybe it's too early to be thinking about these things, but I don't want my child to be dependent on me having to pick her up in order to soothe. And I know that she's too early to self-soothe. But yeah, that's something that works. I can pick her up and we can, I can cuddle her for probably an hour and a half, and she'll go down and then she'll start crying again, and we can play that game, every night. But I don't know. I don't want her to be dependent. I want her to be able to self-soothe. I don't know if it's too early for that. My friends are telling me it's too early for that. As you can see, I'm just asking myself a lot of questions. So I promised that I was going to be truthful in these videos and honest for whether people liked it or not. Whoever sees this, I wanted to help people. So this is week 5, going into week 6. This is how I'm feeling right now. Yeah. I really do hope that these videos help people. I hope that, Destiny, you see these videos. Not so that you feel sorry for me, but I guess so you see who I am now, because you're not going to know me now. So this might be an interesting experiment, because you get to see who your father, when you don't remember your father, because you're not going to remember any of this. But you'll be able to know what you were doing and what I was doing during this time, which I think is cool, which is why I'm kind of chronicling this journey. I don't even know if you guys can hear me because I'm speaking solo. But yeah, that's why I'm chronicling this journey. And I was gonna stop after I got some negative feedback on TikTok today, but you know what? Forget it. It's not for them. It's not for you. Whoever's listening to this, no offense. I love you guys. This is for my daughter. I want her to be able to see this one day and be like, that's my dad. Like, that was my dad. He struggled. I can make it. I can do it. That's all I gotta say. I know I sounded like a crazy ass. Thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe. Like, it would help. Comments help. You probably didn't even make it to the end of this video. I know most people don't, but if you did, like and subscribe, comment. Any help would be appreciated. Thank you.